Hello aspirants, welcome back to AgriVision for you. In this video, we are here with the latest notification by the Bhabha Atomic Research Center. And if you are a GATE aspirant who have qualified GATE 2023, 2024 or are about to write the GATE 2025 examination, then this video is the must watch for you. The Department of Atomic Energy, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, the training schools invite all the engineering graduates and the science postgraduate students who would like to relish the challenges in the frontier areas of science and technology. They have a training scheme and employment description, which majorly targets two of the categories of people. The first one is 1 year orientation course for engineering graduates and science postgraduates for the year 2025 and 2026. It is conducted by the BARC training schools. There are several disciplines that are listed in the table 1. We would be showing the table over here. This is the table 1. And as you can see, we have clearly highlighted that the people from the biosciences discipline, which includes MSc integrated or MSc in biosciences, life sciences, agriculture, biochemistry, microbiology, molecular biology, biotechnology, genetics, botany, zoology, plant sciences, and many more. Food sciences, again, food technology, bioinformatics, computational biology, food science and technology, and many more. All these students are eligible. And yes, as I have mentioned, that the students who have qualified GATE examination, whether it be GATE Excel or GATE BT, that is GATE Biotechnology, are especially eligible for this program. This training program is specially for the students who are eligible for the different disciplines as shown below. And after the successful completion of the training, these training scientific officers will be posted as scientific officers in the various DAE units, which are Bhabha Atomic Research Center in Mumbai, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research in Kalpakam, and many more. You can find out the list over here. Now, secondly, if I talk about the second program, which is a 2-year DAE graduate fellowship scheme for the engineering graduates for the years 2025 to 2027. Under this scheme, the engineering graduates who have excelled in the selection interviews for the BARC training schools programs and who have independently secured admission for MTech in DGFS institutes and specializations as listed in the table 3. These are the various specializations that the students would have taken MTech admissions into. They will retain employment in DAE. After successful completion of 1 year work of the DGFS Institute, fellows undertake project work which is assigned by DAE and supervised jointly by DAE Guide and the DGFS Institute Guide. That means you would be doing your MTech from a recognized university, and after the completion of your first year, in the second year, you would be taking a project work that would be assigned to you by the DAE. During the MTech course, candidates have to serve for TA program as per the rules or norms of the DGFS Institute, required to first undertake a 4-month orientation course for DGFS fellows at the BARC trainings Mumbai. Their placement will be at BARC and IGCAR. Allocation of DGFS fellow to a DAE unit is done at the beginning of the MTech program. So the placement can be at any of the BARC facilities after you have completed the 2 years of master's degree program. The selected candidates are required to execute an agreement and personal indemnity bond. So basically, to be eligible for this 2-year DAE graduate fellowship scheme, you need to the selected candidates need to fill out a form, and they need to execute an agreement actually, and a personal indemnity bond is to be signed at least for 3 years after the completion of training. For example, you have completed your entire training within 1 to 2 years. After the 2 years of training program, you have to be there and you have to work with BARC in DAE for the next 3 years. So this indemnity bond for DFS candidate would consist of the stipend, tuition fees that would be paid to DGFS, project scheme to purchase equipment, consumables deemed necessary for the completion of the MTech project. So the students who would be going ahead with this program, who would be selected for this program, would be getting a rupees 4 lakhs under the BRNS fast track project scheme to purchase all the equipments, all the consumables and other things that are required for you to complete your MTech project. Now, talking about the stipend and the allowances, during the training, the stipend and the allowances by the OCES TSO, that is the training or trained scientist officers, scientific officers, and DGFS fellows are paid a stipend of 74,000 per month during the period of their training itself. Now, additionally, they are also paid a one-time book allowance that is rupees 30,000. Now, the DGFS fellows are reimbursed the tuition fees for the MTech program. If you're going for the 2 years program, MTech program, so you are reimbursed the tuition fees. One-time contingency grant would be given of rupees 60,000 per annum for 2 years. That is 1.2 lakhs would be given to you over the period of 2 years, and are also paid to meet the MTech project related expenses. This 1.2 lakhs you can use for your MTech related expenses, whatever you might have. And an additional funding up to rupees 4 lakhs would be given under the BRNS fast track project scheme to purchase all the equipments, consumables, and other things that are required for you to complete your MTech project. Now, once you're appointed, appointment is in all the R&D units shall be as scientific officer. So whatever you take ahead with the 1-year program or the 2-year program, the appointment would be as a scientific officer. It is Group A post of the Government of India in the level 10. That is the basic pay, rupees 56,100 would be given at the beginning. And like if you have done the 1-year training program, then the increments would be two or three increments would be there. And apart from this, the employees would be provided with the dearness allowance, house rent allowance, and transport allowance, and which would be approximately rupees 1,34,000 for the candidates who are posted in Mumbai. In additional, other allowances such as leave travel concession by air every year up to first 8 years and once in 2 years thereafter. So like this, all the allowances would also be provided to you. Now, the selection process is very simple. There is a 2-step process. First is the screening of the candidates based on their performance on the screening channel, and which is followed by the selection interview. There is a separate selection process for each of the OCES screening disciplines. So for all the disciplines, the selection process would be different. So this OCES is basically this one, the 1-year orientation course for engineering graduates and science postgraduates. Okay. So now talking about the screening for the selection interview is through 2 alternative channels. One would be the screening examination. It would be an online screening examination. It will be conducted in 8 engineering OCES disciplines, which are already being provided as codes 21 to 28, and in the 4 science OCES disciplines, which are coded as 41 to 43 and 45. This online screening examination would be conducted in more than 50 cities across India, and it would be held in the month of March 2025. The second process is through GATE, that is the Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. So here comes the candidates who have met the eligibility criteria will be screened in for the selection process on the basis of their GATE scores, that is GATE 2023, GATE 2024 or GATE 2025 score. So if you're actually preparing for any of these disciplines in GATE 2025 as well, do crack the examination, do fill out that form. Maybe you could get a chance to get, do your MTech as well as have the appointment from the BARC as well. So here you can find out the eligibility criteria. You can just see for biosciences disciplines, there is B Tech in food technology with a minimum 60% aggregate marks is also eligible for OCES 2025. So this is a golden opportunity for all the students who have given the GATE examination in the past 2-3 years and who even have not, they can go ahead with the screening examinations. Now, yes, so the maximum age limit, if we talk about, then for general category, the maximum age limit should be 26 years. For OBC, it is 29 years. For SC/ST, it would be 31 years. And the minimum age limit should be 18 years. The nationality should be Indian. And the people who are already working, or the applicants who are already working in central or state government units or PSUs or aided institutes, must provide an NOC, that is a no objection certificate for their organization at the time of the selection process. Now, talking about the application fees, a non-refundable application fees of 500 is chargeable from the male applicants belonging to general and OBC categories. Rest, the women candidates, transgender candidates, candidates belonging to SC/ST category, and the ones dependent of defense personnel killed in action, and physically challenged candidates are exempted from payment of application fees. So the application fees is not that quite huge an amount. It's just rupees 500. I would request all the students should fill out this form. Now, how to apply, I'll put this link in the comment below, and you can find out this link and you can fill out the application forms now. Talking about the main or the important dates. So the online application portal is already out. It was out on 2nd of January, and the online applications have started. The last date for it is 26th of January. So just fill out the form as soon as possible, and yeah, do prepare well for your GATE examinations. The correction window would be open from 7th to 14th of February, and the online examination venue would be out in between 15th to 25th of Feb. The online exam would be on 8th and 9th of March, and the candidates can upload their GATE score on 19th to 24th of March. Now, the entire process would go on, and the commencement of OCES or DGFS 2025 would be from 1st of August. So I wish all the students very all the best for your upcoming GATE examination, as well as do fill out this form. Whosoever is writing the GATE examination this year and is eligible to, for this training program, the ones who have already given the GATE examination and have qualified it in 2023 or 2024 are also requested to fill out this form as well. And no worries, if you have not qualified GATE, then also do write the screening examination. So yeah, that's it from my side. And AgriVision for You again is bringing a huge surprise for all the GATE aspirants. Do contact us on the number given below, and you would be eligible for a big surprise if you are a GATE aspirant. So yeah, do contact us on the number given below. And from the entire team of AgriVision for You, I wish you a very all the best. Thank you. That's it for today. Bye-bye.